that people really went into panic mode, and it's just overnight, Beijing really emptied out. And I remember the second week of the reporting that I was just talking about, I had flown to Inner Mongolia with a photographer and another colleague because there were a few cases in Inner Mongolia. When we flew to Inner Mongolia, we all wore masks on the plane because we knew that the numbers were higher than officials were saying. So we were kind of panicked, and everybody moved away from us on the airplane because they figured that we must be sick and they didn't have access to this information. A week later, after the health minister had been sacked and the numbers had been so dramatically revised upward, I flew to Hong Kong. Everybody in the airport was wearing a mask. It was just like a completely different place.
Xichen, let's bring you into this. Do you think that some Chinese officials genuinely thought it was possible to cover up the virus at the time? What would have happened if those whistleblowers from the medical community hadn't spoken up?
Yeah, I think so, especially in 2003 SARS outbreak. The local government definitely, they had no experience of doing this, and they had a large incentive to cover up. And I think something may happen also at this time. So that's why recently the central government emphasized to each local municipalities to say that you should not cover up. So they put them on the spotlight.
Let's turn from talking about SARS in 2003 to what's happening now in China. The Wuhan virus, of course, is that mysterious coronavirus that's led the Chinese authorities to essentially lock down the city of Wuhan, where 11 million people live. The all-important Lunar New Year celebrations in several Chinese cities, including the capital, Beijing, have also been cancelled. It's the equivalent of canceling Christmas, some commentators on Twitter have noted. And hearing from just a few of those making their way through the Shanghai railway station, it's clear the virus is causing many concerns.
这个是肯定有的，而且那个病毒这几天我看是一种集中爆发的趋势。
Of course I'm worried, and the virus may all of a sudden spread further. If cross-infection happens during the spring travel period, the epidemic will be terrible. My hometown is close to the place where the virus broke out. In this situation, I shared a lot of information with my parents, colleagues, and classmates.
Of course I am worried. I just went to buy masks. I tried to buy masks around my neighborhood before leaving, but they were all sold out.
Up until now, we get updates on the number of cases. I worry more about doctors and nurses, since I also have friends working in hospitals, and currently there are more than a dozen medical professionals infected. I'm really worried about them.
Honestly, I have no idea which reports I've seen are real. I just rely on myself. I am not that confident about control of the epidemic because I don't trust what I see. I think the number of infected could be far more than that reported.
Some views from Shanghai this week, and that public skepticism about who and what to believe is perhaps unsurprising given the legacy of SARS. But according to the Dean of Medicine at the University of Hong Kong, Gabriel Leung, many lessons have been learned.
It is absolutely